But we're moving on, and we are getting our contestants, humorous contestants on. Our third contestant for this evening is Toastmaster Corville Hylton. Fear is to be feared. Fear is to be feared. Toastmaster Corville Hylton. Toastmaster
What?
Hylton. Sorry, I will introduce you again so we can start the timing properly. Toastmaster Corville Hylton. Fear is to be feared. Fear is to be feared. Toastmaster Corville Hylton.
What are you afraid of? Judy Blumes once said, each of us must confront our own fears because how we deal with our fears will determine where we go with the rest of our life. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I don't know what you're afraid of. Probably you're afraid of height, you're afraid of death, you're afraid of darkness, you may be afraid of loneliness. You probably are afraid of even public speaking, some of you who are here. Or you may be afraid of dead bodies like myself. But whatever you're afraid of, I'm going to share 3 tips with you that will hopefully help you to overcome your fear. The first one is face your fear. I remember I was asked to work at a morgue here. They had a dead body that they had particular interest in. They didn't want anybody to come and steal the body, so they asked me to stay at the morgue for the night as a police officer. Now, I am not particularly fond of dead bodies, and I was asked to work 12 midnight to 8 in the morning. They assured me one thing that gave me some comfort, that there is nobody that is going to be alive at the morgue except me. So I felt that was fair enough. And I was there having a good time, enjoying the peace and the tranquility of the wee hours of the morning until suddenly I heard something. I decided to confront my fear. And where I heard the sound, I started to walk slowly towards Madam Contesteer, fellow Toastmasters. Guess what confronted the cleaner? Nobody told me the cleaner would be there. But luckily, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I decided to confront my fear. And instead of following my first mind and run out of there, I looked and realized that it was just the cleaner. That leads me to my second point, which is do not be overcome by your fear. Do not be overcome by your fear. I remember again, I was at a morgue. This time, it was at a post-mortem. Now, at a post-mortem, you have to have the police officer, the doctor, and a relative. I was there for this post-mortem, and the body was laying right behind me, still as it should, motionless. The doctor was there doing his thing, and I was taking the information from the relative, all the relevant information. Madam Contestier, suddenly I felt one slap in my back. When I looked, it was the hand of the dead body. I jumped over the table and I dashed out of that place. I didn't even stop to use the police car that was there. I ran straight to the station. This time, unfortunately, I was overcome by my fear. I'm going to share my third and final point with you. That is, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. I remember I was hitchhiking a ride at home. And at home in Jamaica, you can always ask somebody for a lift. They are happy to assist you. I saw an open back truck coming, and I stopped the driver, and he stopped. He was a generous gentleman. He said, I am happy to take you, but there's just one caveat. I have a casket in the back and it's empty. If you're not superstitious, you're happy. I'm happy for you to go in there. And so I said, yes, I'm fine. And I went. As soon as I went in the back of that truck, it started raining. I said, well, we have an empty casket here. Nobody has used it before. Why should I get wet? So I hopped inside and was there enjoying myself. As we moved along, that generous driver stopped one more time. And I heard him speaking to somebody else. I presume he was giving a lift. He was giving the person the same verbiage, except one important bit of information. He did not tell him that somebody else was around there. He just told him about the empty casket. He hopped in the back and we went along our merry way. When I got further down the road, I didn't want to miss my stop. So I decided to just slightly open the lid of the casket and ask. So I asked, is it still raining out there? That guy jumped off the moving truck and dashed away. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, if he had only realized that there is nothing to fear but fear itself. I have just shared with you that you need to face your fears. You do not need to be overcome by your fear, and there is nothing to fear but fear itself. I don't know what you're afraid of. I don't know what is preventing you from achieving your goals. But I want to encourage you, I want to implore you, I want to beseech you that you need to find that one thing that is stopping you from achieving your goals, that one thing that is preventing you from getting your success that you so rightly deserve. Just find that one thing and move past it so that you can achieve your dreams. The world is out there waiting with so many great opportunities for you, and only that thing that is in your way called fear. You do not need to fear anything. You do not need to fear. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Henry Ford. And he said, one of the greatest achievements of man is to find out that he can achieve something that he once thought he couldn't. Madam Contest Chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Corville, for your speech. And at this moment, we are going to take a small break just for the contestants, the international speech contestants, to regroup in a breakout room, and also the chief judge will be regrouping with the team so we can have a smooth contest for the international. I'm waiting for a thumbs up from our chair Zoom tech team if the
Just